Hey guys, it's Squidgemeister here and welcome to 4 easy steps to make No Man's Sky record smooth as silk. Number 1, set CPU priority as high on Task Manager. This is the real big one and the one you might not have heard of before. 2, disable G-Sync, you've probably already done, and you've probably also already set your frame cap at maximum in-game. And made sure your graphics are set within range of your GPU's capabilities. You might not, but I'm going to take you through each of these one by one and show you how it's done. The first one and the big one, the important one for me, this is specifically for people looking to record the game using recording software. So the game demands all cores of the CPU and starves the recording software of CPU access. And that is what causes the freezing of frames in videos. It's not frame loss. See, I've got some footage lined up here. I'm just going to mute it for a second. So you can see he's playing and he's observing 81 frames per second, and that is true. When he's playing, that is what he sees. But as we watch this, you can see that it does freeze occasionally. And that is symptomatic of what I've written here. It's not frame loss, it's not stuttering, it's a failure of the CPU to delegate sufficient resources to the recording software. And now you can fix this by going into Task Manager there, look, lots of frame loss, and setting the priority on OBS to high. So you go in your Task Manager, go on, right click OBS, go to Details, back to OBS down here, right click it and set priority and click on high. Now I've tried above normal, it didn't quite cut it for me. If you've got a good CPU that might work. Mine is about 3.8 gigahertz to give you a bit of a benchmark there. There is an article online, quite a popular one, that talks about setting the affinity of the CPU to allocate Core 0 to your recording software, but for me Core 0 isn't strong enough, so I've not done that, it doesn't work. But if you are confident in Core 0, then that might work for you. So hopefully that will fix people looking to record the game. The rest, it's all pretty much stuff you might have heard already. This is a lot of things going around on the No Man's Sky Reddit, which I recommend checking out. There's a lot of great advice and funny things on there, great screenshots of funny creatures. So, to disable G-Sync, you go to the following location. And I've got that open already, I'm not going to read that out. It's right here. And you open this file. And you're going to want to open it with Notepad. It might not default to that, so make sure you do open it with Notepad. Scroll along till you find G-Sync. It's just next to V-Sync. I'd recommend turning them both off. V-Sync is not worthwhile if you're capping your frames, and I cap my frames with an external piece of software called Reverse Statistics Tuner. There's something in G-Sync that's messing the game up, so get rid of that. And then if you do edit any of these settings, this is really important, if you edit any of these settings, set the file as read only. You can see that here. Otherwise, every time you go in game and open the menu, it will revert the files back to the previous settings and turn everything else back on if you've not changed it in game as well. Now set the frame cap in game at maximum. That's really important. Even if you expect lower than 120 frames, if you expect a consistent 30 frames per second, you still want it set as max in game. There's something again in the throttling software in game that's causing tearing and unintentional frame loss, which is a bit of a shame. And number 4, the big one, make sure your graphics settings are within range of your GPU's capabilities. It's not a problem for me. I'm running a GTX 980 and it's fully capable of running this game on all max settings without any frame loss, after having implemented some of these other vestigial settings that aren't actually immediately available in game to the game's detriment. And it's something that the developers, having released the game as a complete game, should really have been on top of. A fully released and completed game should not need this level of finickiness, to put it nicely. And number 5 is a bonus step. You can tab out of the game if you open the Steam overlay. So you just want to go in game, hit Steam overlay, and it will let you tab out as normal, which is extremely useful if you're recording. And that is it, guys. I hope that's helped you out a lot, and that you can just have a read through here, pause if you need to read these things again, and go check it out. And if you want, you can check out my most recent videos of No Man's Sky for proof that this does work when I'm in flight, in low orbit in the game on planets. I don't experience any frame loss. Even when turning and doing barrel maneuvers, it's perfectly smooth, and that is due to the reallocation of CPU priority. And so there you go, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Please hit the like button, consider subscribing, and do share this with anyone who might find it useful. And happy exploring.